Yo, peace was good. You read the title. You guys know what I want to talk about. This is big news. Um, you guys read, you probably heard about it, but if you guys haven't, if you've been sleeping on the rock, tell you what it is. Nas, he's re-releasing his third album, I Am, that was released in 1999. Um, if you guys know that, that I Am album was supposed to be a double disc album, but because of like Napster and other file sharing programs at the time, or like, it just got leaked, and so because of that, he had to like kind of redo the whole album, like rearrange the album, the track list, and the sequencing. And then eventually he ended up putting out Nostradamus, which was kind of like a continuation um, of I Am, as well as the Lost tapes, because some of the songs that were on the original version of I Am went on Nostradamus, and then, like I said, Lost tapes and things like that. So they're finally re-releasing the album on vinyl on Black Friday in November. Here's what I have a problem with. The fact that it's only on vinyl really bothers me. They're only going to sell 4,100 copies. It's going to be limited, and I think that's it. Um, I just think that to me personally, I think vinyl is I like vinyl, but it's a bit of an overrated format in my personal opinion. Yeah, it's just me. Um, I think we should put it on all platforms, not just vinyl, which I think eventually they will put it on vinyl, on CDs and cassettes, and especially digital platforms, because definitely owe it to the fans, because the fans really wanted this album to come out. Because if this album had come out when it was really supposed to come out, then I think the album would have been a classic, in my opinion. I still think I Am is a classic. It's my third favorite Nas album, in my personal opinion. I love I Am. I know some people don't really like I Am because people felt like with I Am and Nostradamus was kind of like it kind of put a stump in his career. That could be subjective, but it kind of was, because by that time people was stopped checking for Nas. People was all about Jay-Z and Rockefeller, especially at that time period. Um, but when he had the "Hate Me Now" song, that song was all over the radio, all over the radio stations, all over the videos stations and things like that. So you would think like he was like on top of the world, but again, they go back to, like I said, about Jay Z. Jay Z and Rockefeller and Rough Riders, they were like running ship, and then can't forget Ja Rule at that time too. Um, Another album that got kind of fell victim to the leaking, the album being leaked, was Mobb Deep's Murder Music album, because that album originally was supposed to come out in '98, and there were some songs that were on the original version of Murder Music, like you had songs like "Thrill Me" and "Pyramid Points" and shit like that, which eventually you can get. They were on like the first two Mom Misses album by J Love. Shout out to J Love. He put out a mixtape series called Mom Misses, which was pretty much songs that were like leftover tracks from like the first four albums, and then he continued on and like songs that were left off with Infamy, then America's Nightmare and stuff like that. So, and it's like some exclusive songs that they recorded just for J Love and stuff like that. So, um, but they're not in the best quality. But then they end up getting My Infamous Archives, which was not put out by Mobb Deep, was like illegally put out and things like that. So I do have, but that's a collector's item. That shit goes for a lot of money online. So good luck trying to get that. I got lucky enough and I got that album back in 2007 when it came out, so I bought that. Um, but yeah, man. But getting back to the Nas I Am album, I mean, it would be just a disservice if we just put it out just on vinyl. Like it'd be kind of whack. And my issue too with that as well is the resellers, because you guys know a lot of times that you'll have resellers buying a whole bunch of copies, and not and other people that's actually want to actually buy the album are not going to be able to get the chance to buy it, because all these resellers will buy a whole bulk of the albums and selling it for like kill prices more than the original retail price of the album. I have an issue with that, you know what I mean, because that's been going on for like a whole bunch of times. A lot of albums that they'll do that, albums that were like unreleased or like were out of print for a while. Um, you'll get like a lot of boutique record labels from overseas, and that's another thing too. Like because in that, which I do appreciate those boutique labels putting out. They mostly come from Europe, but the issue is like with with the shipping is kind of crazy, paying an arm and leg more than the album itself. So I have an issue with that. You know what I mean? So I mean, it is what it is. It's like one of those things to where like you kind of have to like choose your battles. It's like one of those things with that. Do you want the album? Do you want the physical? You're gonna have to pay the price. With the shipping, which is unfortunate. But I know like you have websites like Get On Down. They're pretty good. And they're based here in the United States. So and there's no shots to anybody from overseas or anything like that. But it's just kind of like it's kind of annoying. With the shipping, and then like they take mad long to put take this ship out the CD and that kind of thing. So it is what it is with that. But yeah, I just want to share that with you. And the reason why I bring this up, because I want to give a big shout out to my guy Mike Sears, because he posted on his Instagram about one of our other friends, Vegas. He has a podcast called Hip Hop Now Podcast. I'll post down in the description box the video that I seen that he broke it down about the I Am, better than I did. But he was pretty much in the building. He really broke it down, like how he had the cassette version of the album when it was supposed to come out. The bootleg version was supposed to come out, and yeah, he breaks it down. So he tells about the track listing and all that and things of that nature. This is a very good watch. It's about 15 minutes long, but it's pretty good. I'll post that down in the description box as well. So I want to give a shout out to both Mike Sears and Vegas of Hip Hop Now podcast. So shout out to them. But yeah, that's just my only thing with that. And if you guys remember, if you guys follow me, you guys know that I did a series called Albums That Never Got Released Officially. I did 9 parts, 9 videos on those. I'll post that playlist on the description box too. And I actually talk about Nas I Am, the autobiography, the double disc version. I talk about that album. So definitely check that out. I know a lot of people really liked those videos, so I did a lot of I worked hard on those, so so definitely revisit those, share with your friends, your family, whatever the case may be. And that's pretty much it, man. But like I said, I think eventually the album will get released in other formats such as CDs and digital and cassettes, but it has to. It has to. It can't be just on vinyl. Like that's like culture vulture shit. And I hate that shit. That's the one thing I hate about hip hop culture today is that the opportunists that people do, like they'll fucking buy like a whole bunch of CDs and stuff like that, keeping it to themselves, and they sell it for like kilo prices. That shit's some whack shit. I don't like that shit. There's a lot of resellers that do that bullshit. It's no different than like when you for my sneakerheads or my my low heads like vintage clothing or anything like that. It's the same fucking thing. So I mean, I get it, make your money, but come on, like be reasonable too at the same time with the pricing. So that's just my thing with that. But yeah, but shout out to both Mike Sears and Vegas for exposing that too. You know what I mean? But yeah, but I do hope that it does come out in the format that it was supposed to. And I actually found a video of somebody that was nice enough to upload the album in its original form. It was a double disc, so I think it's pretty cool. It's like close to 2 hours long. So yeah, so I'll post that in the description box as well, so you guys could actually listen to it, man. But I Am, again, if that album had come out back in 99, like 98, late 98, 99, like it was supposed to come out in the way it was supposed to, it definitely would have been a classic. Definitely, even though like I said, the single version is a classic album in my opinion. I know a lot of people don't like I Am, but I love that album. I mean, like Nostradamus, Nostradamus is not the best, but it's not as bad as people make it out to be. But that's just what I wanted to talk about. And then since those videos that I did, I noticed that some of those albums had come out digitally and physical copies of the album. Like I know like the Red October album by Rampage has just recently come out on CD, so definitely get my hands on that. I know the Cuban Links 24K album came out digitally. That needs to come. That came out digitally for the first time. That was pretty cool, man. A whole bunch of albums that need to come out. I would love for so all the albums that I posted in those videos, I would love for those to come out eventually. So that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to talk about. Let me know what you guys think about this video. What you think about I Am coming out finally on Black Friday? Are you gonna get yourself a copy? Do you think if it's gonna no? Do you think if it's ever gonna come out in other formats such as CDs, cassettes? Let your boy know, man. All right, y'all be easy. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Peace.